Day 1 of giving things to my broody hen called Peanut. She's my best brooder and she's sitting on a ton of eggs right now, but sadly I can't let her keep them. That's because it's the middle of winter right now and it's dangerously cold outside. Out of spite for nature though, Peanut has gone broody anyway. She's even plucked out all her belly feathers so she can keep her eggs warm. But since I can't let her hatch right now anyways, I got her some fake eggs. Unlike normal eggs that crack easily, these fake eggs are tough and keeps my wannabe mother really happy. And for old time's sake, I gave her a table tennis ball, which she obviously loved. One of the only reasons why Peanut can tolerate me is because she is super well handled. All my birds are incredibly friendly for that matter, but my large flock still creates lots of issues with Peanut. She has to deal with the geese, the chaotic peafowl, and even other chickens who don't respect her privacy in her nest. I make sure that she's eating and drinking properly and that she's not brooding on a dead nest too long. She works hard and parties hard, and she will become a great mother come this spring. Today is day 2 of giving things to my broody hen called Peanut. Today I gave her a ball pit. First thing I've got to do is take away her eggs and give them up for adoption. This leaves her room underneath for her new balls. Starting off with a pair, she happily tries to scoop them, but when it rains, it pours and she can barely keep up. Soon, she begins to get buried, but then run out balls, and now she must come up with a plan. Peanut returns to her tried and true method of scooping, scooping, scooping. But there are casualties. Many balls are lost or taken by the other hens. But Peanut won't let anything deter her from her Sisyphusian task. She's broody and she will make it work. Eventually, she gets to a point where she's happy, and although many were lost, she still managed to fit the majority of the balls underneath her. But not for long, as I have to take her balls away again. As Sisyphus learned, balls always roll downhill. But Peanut is a girl with simple needs, and with her original eggs back, she's happy. Also, here's one last ball for the road. I think she's earned it. Peanut is an amazing mother. I hope when she hatches babies this spring, they'll be as kind as her. This is day 3 of giving things to my broody hen called Peanut. Here's last season in review. I knew I had to make this series when she first started rolling eggs underneath her. In episode 1, I gave her a sandwich in my water bottle. Episode 2, I gave her a duck, which she really loved and she took good care of it. Day 3, I gave her tennis balls. This was my first video to ever do really well, and it did well for a long time afterwards. Day 4, she got excited by some papers and I slid those right underneath her. Day 5, I gave her actual tennis balls and she never forgave me for this one. On day 6, she realized she loved bread almost as much as I do. Ice wasn't as tasty though, and for day 7, I took her out of her bread and onto the ice. She was chill about it. She was also broody in 2024, but we don't talk about that one. This is day 4 of giving things to my broody hen called Peanut. Today is a table tennis rematch. As usual, I start by taking her eggs away and replacing them with tennis balls, and then she immediately starts to scoop them. In order to prove her commitment and dedication as a mother, I decided to give her as many table tennis balls as I had. When I ran out, I decided to give her a few more. So with fiery dedication in her eyes once again, Peanut immediately got to work, though she took some time to play with the bedding periodically too. You may notice that the balls keep appearing and disappearing, and this is actually something broody hens do that's called egg rotation, and it's done to make sure the embryos develop properly. But after a lot of egg scooping, Peanut's getting tired, and secure in the knowledge she's raising them right, she tucks her head under her wing for a nap. Peanut will happily adopt almost any sort of egg. Maybe next year I should let her hatch a gosling. That'd be really cute. Even when I give her the ceramic eggs back, she scoops them without a second thought. It's day 5 of giving things to my broody hen called Peanut. Today I'm giving her some hard-boiled eggs. First, I need some eggs, and there are no eggs you can get fresher than those straight out from under a hen. For perfect hard-boiled eggs, I cook them for 10 minutes, and then the secret is to dunk them straight into ice water when they're done. Now it's time to crack and peel them, because naked eggs are way more fun. Peanut loves eating eggshells, but all the other hens love eating the egg itself, like way too much. Also, don't worry, these eggs weren't being incubated, they're laid fresh every single day. Back to Peanut now, I decided to give her a perfectly peeled egg and then 2 other hard-boiled eggs. She was concerned at first, but eventually decided to accept the boiled egg like it was her own baby. Then she pondered over the peeled egg for several minutes first before she realized, wait a second, this is food. I can eat this. And so she ate the entire thing over the next 10 minutes. Also, don't worry, the other eggs don't go to waste. I feed them to the dogs and they really enjoy them. This is day 6 of giving things to my broody hen called Peanut. Today I'm giving her everything. So let's see how far she's willing to go. First thing I gotta do is take away her eggs. And since she's lost without something to scoop, I give her a ball to take instead. She usually loves table tennis balls, and today is no exception, so she scoops it right underneath herself. And since I'm going easy on her, the next thing I thought I'd try would be a hollow egg. And she seemed quite hungry and tried to eat it, but then quickly enough, she scooped it right underneath herself. How about a smiling egg next? She usually hates anything with a face, and she'll attack it if it gets too close. After I gave it to her, she really wanted to scoop it, but she was still hesitant. But then on try number 2, she managed to do it successfully. After all her good work, I decided to give her a gift, and she accepted this faster than anything else so far. Now for a little more challenge, what about 2 eggs glued together? And despite the odds, she was even happy to scoop this one too, though she only managed to do half a job, so I had to help out a little bit at the end. After that, I offered her some walnuts, but all they seemed to do was make her hungry, but I'm not gonna keep a girl waiting, so I cracked them open and let her have a snack. She'll scoop anything she thinks is an egg, so what about a dazzle egg? Well, she sees right through my disguise and scoops it anyways. But now is time for the final challenger, the biblically accurate egg. I slide in front of her, and for the first time in a while, she's completely taken aback and has no clue what to do. But she's a simple girl, and her mind starts to wander, and she wonders if she can eat this thing. But with a 75% success rate, she has a lot of eggs under her right now. So for the second time today, I have to take away all her eggs because this is only testing her for the real challenge. If I give her a ball of ice, she just starts eating it. What about a table tennis ball of ice? And when I put the ice in front of her, she scoops it immediately underneath her, and ice is how I plan to break her brood. So I'll wrap the ice pack in cloth, slide it right underneath her, and then I'll give her ceramic eggs back because I'm not a monster. For all her hard work, the next time she went broody, I let her hatch some geese. Day 7 of giving things to my broody hen called Peanut. Today I'm giving her time in jail. My problem is that my girl here is just too broody, so I have to break her brood to keep her healthy. My usual method is wrapping an ice pack in cloth and then sliding that underneath her. After a few moments, she's made herself comfortable, and with this method I can even let her keep her fake eggs. All was seeming well with Peanut, but when I returned the next morning, she'd gotten up to trouble. For the first time ever, she just refused to sit on the ice, choosing instead to sit on newly laid eggs. But wanting to give her a second chance to do this the easy way, I tried one more time. Though after only a few minutes, she left the nest to keep on clucking. Now it's time for plan B, a box filled with food and water. Gently removing Peanut from the box, I lower her down so she can enjoy the food. In fact, they all enjoy the food, so I need to get this lid on now and clip it into place. This is what's called broody prison. She doesn't like to be here, but this is the most foolproof method to break a hen's brood. As long as they have no nest and no eggs, they'll be good. And in only a few days, now I can release Peanut once again. I can tell she's not broody because she no longer clucks when I pet her, and she's started laying eggs again now. Tonight, she'll be back sleeping with her sisters again. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe for the gift of more happy chickens. A huge thank you to my channel members Connie Van Zant, Large Family Homestead, and Doge Runner. A link to become a channel member is in the description below.